Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, KGFL Creations. Welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. As usual, before we get into what has been going on here in the sewing room, I want to talk about what I'm wearing. This is my Gilbert top. I made this one last month, 2 months ago, I think it was about 2 months ago. This was the first spin of the summertime edition of the Fabric Wheel of Fate, and I decided to make the Gilbert top. Nice and pretty. Yeah, love this one. I need to make another one. I made one for my daughter, but without the little tie up front. The little tie here. And it is a great pattern. Now, let's get into what has been going on here in the sewing room. As you know, September is the month for Project Dress a Girl 2025. And guess what? That's what I've been doing. I am full motion, non-stop sewing for Project Dress a Girl. I was supposed to be sewing since the beginning of the year. That was my plan, to do at least one dress per month, and that failed miserably. I didn't do a thing. So now I am trying to catch up and to sew as many dresses as I can. On Tuesday's video, I did show you the little dress that I made with the sew along. Now I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3. I have 4 more dresses that I made. They are all from that same fabric. I have them all hanging here on my tripod. All from that puzzle fabric. I used all of it. There's nothing left. Maybe there's a little bit left for maybe a pocket here and there, but that's about it. So the first dress was Alyssa's dress from last year. Alyssa from Thoughtful Creativity, and I made another one exactly the same as that one, but the first one I try to match the fabric with the colors, but if I try to do that, I was going to waste a lot of fabric, so I just started cutting. And yeah, so that's what I did. So this is dress number 2 of that one pattern from last year, from 2024, this one here. Then I went into making the peasant dress, because I do like that dress a lot, for the size 12. I do like to sew bigger size dresses for the older girls. I know a lot of ladies, they like to make the little dresses. They're nice, they're so cute, but I kind of like to do for the bigger girls. I know last year there was a lot of dresses for the bigger girls. So I have three of those. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna show you the little pocket. I did not make the one with the belt. I have one of those pockets, but I didn't make any belts. I didn't have any more fabric, and so I decided not to make the belt. This year I did a little different pocket. I think I found this pocket on the Project Dress a Girl Around the World website. It's just a rounded pocket, and you just fold over the flap, and I added a little button in the middle here. It's just decorative. The button doesn't do anything. It's just decoration. And I used the same fabric for the pocket as the fabric that I had here, and the pocket is lined, so it's double, it's lined, so I can have the little flap in a different fabric, which is the fabric of the actual dress. And as always, the little label needs to be there. Project Dress a Girl label, we need to do that. So this pretty, just same as last year, with the slit opening here, little, it's a 4-inch opening, didn't do too much. Not supposed to be indecent. But I love this fabric. This fabric is adorable. It just makes me so happy, and I know it's going to make a girl an older girl very happy. So this one with this pocket, I have 2 of these with the same pocket with the rounded. This one here, these 2. with the rounded, I don't want to raise too much because I'll hit the ceiling fan. 2 with the same pocket. And the last one, the third of the peasant dress, has the same pocket as I did last year, but I did not do the belt to go through and go around. So I just sewed it here all around, and it is a little pocket right there. Same fabric as the sleeve here, matching with the purple. So cute. I just love this fabric. Just a pity that I don't have any more of it. But yeah, I did buy as much as I could, everything that they had at Joann's of this fabric right here. So much fun. The day that I did the batch cutting, I cut the 4 that I just showed you out of the puzzle piece fabric, and I also cut out of this here. These fabrics here, I had purchased them from, I think it was Hobby Lobby that I purchased these. I also cut this. This is the same pattern for Alyssa, my first dress that I did the sew along this year. And 2 little dresses here. This one I started already. I have the little top here. This is ready to go. And I have the 2 pockets. Didn't have enough bias to put here, so I just did, white bias binding here on the 2 little pockets. This is a store-bought bias binding, which is the one that I don't like much, but I had no other green color to kind of match this, so I wanted to do it in white. So this is going. The other one is still not done, but I'll get to that in just a little bit. Also, last week was a long weekend for us here in the United States. It was a holiday Monday. It was Labor Day. So here in the house, there was a lot happening. We did a lot of cleaning. We cleaned around. We did a bunch of stuff here and there. And we decided to do something that I've been meaning to do a long time. Not I. We have been meaning to do a long time. We have our little dining set that we sit every day to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it is that we're, eating in the family room. That's where we sit pretty much all the time. We rarely use the actual dining room, but we sit there pretty much every day, just the 3 of us, to have dinner. The chairs were looking really bad. They were starting to go. It was bad. We have the set for a long time, and it was about time to refurbish the chairs and put a new cover on the seats. So I'll insert a picture for you guys to see how it was looking, the actual chair. It was really bad. It was deteriorating. It was time to work on it. I had purchased fabric to do this 2 years ago. I purchased the fabric from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has a lot of upholstery fabric. I went there, I looked at this fabric, and I'm like, oh, this is cute for the chairs. And it's been sitting in my stash for 2 years. So last Sunday, I asked my husband, we were cleaning and doing a lot of stuff here and there. I said, do you want to refurbish the chairs today? And he's like, oh yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. So we took the chair apart. It wasn't that hard. All you have to do is unscrew the seat, and that's it. So we did that. I brought it in here and I cut around a big piece of fabric just to make sure that I could go over all the edges. And my husband had the stapler, it has to be one of those big ones, to staple everything in place, and voila, we had all 4 chairs reupholstered, and it looks so good. As you could see in the pictures, I am so happy. It looks so good. They're not new chairs at all, but it did give a better look to the chairs, as it was just horrendous before. So that's something that we did. I did not do that alone. I was there with my husband. I would come in here, I cut all the pieces, and I went there while he was stapling. I was holding and pulling here and pulling there and making sure that the corners were kind of okay. It wasn't the same as the first, when you buy the chairs. They make it very nice. This is homemade, but it looks really, really good. Now, what are the plans for this weekend and for the week ahead? Still sewing project dress or girl dresses. Yes, I still have the 2 dresses that I cut. I have a lot more fabric. I think I'll do a little bit more of a batch cutting. Have to decide which. I'm pointing that way because I'm looking at them right there. Which fabric I am going to cut and which pattern I am going to use. There's a lot of free patterns out there for you to use. Maybe I'll do the peasant dress again, maybe Alyssa's. There's another one that I do like. It was free. Maybe I'll do that one. So I have to decide which one I'm going to make. And I'll work on that this weekend and next week. And I think that's about it, because then we'll be getting into the middle-ish of September. So next week I'll show you pretty much everything that I did for the project Dress a Girl. Hopefully I'll be done. Don't know. Life gets in the way sometimes. We'll see what happens. But for now, that is the plan for this weekend and the week ahead. I am not going to talk about life because there's not much going on. Everything is the same. There's nothing happening. No vacations, nothing other than the regular stuff happening every day. Life, work, come back. Yeah, so not much has been happening here. With that, I am going to end this video now, so it's not that long. We keep talking about Project Dress a Girl. Please, let's help out. Let's sew as many dresses as we can for the hashtag Project Dress a Girl 2025. If you liked this video, can you please hit that like button below? And if you can also subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I will see you on the next one. Bye.